Okay, I think we all are set right now. Let me just take the things forward from here, and I hope my screen is visible. Great. So let's get started. Uh, Once again, welcome all the educators for joining in today's session. Today we are going to discuss a very important concept. That's concept of internet. That's what we are going to do today. And I think most of the things will be clarified for educators, because this is from the point of educators who are using internet from the day-to-day life. Today the importance has increased a lot. Every day we are using internet, and we need to understand about how to manage internet. This is the core basic understanding of internet will be explained in our today's session. So the objective of today's session will be like how we need to understand the core concept of internet, how it reaches schools and classrooms, how we can build the confidence to explain the internet concept to the students, how we should know about the basic troubleshooting of internet connection, why the internet issue is coming up, and we'll understand about how why this knowledge is very important in the hybrid learning era. So let's start and let's decode the concept of internet here. Okay, I want you to take some small time and think about a very important topic about internet. That means I want you to understand here, have you ever wondered that what happens in the background when you click a link and or open a website? Imagine you are going to work on Wikipedia, you have gone to the Wikipedia page and you are going to click on the wikipedia.com. Immediately the page pops up, you are able to see the entire thing, and when we enter about certain things to search on the Wikipedia about, let's say, about the internet history or something like that, within a flash amount of time it is giving us the result. Now, have you ever wondered that what happens in the background, how much time it is taking to get the data, from where the data it is trying to extract it, right? How data travels, that part we need to understand today, because we all have used internet for years, but have you ever thought about what exactly happened when you click a link? So just to give you one small insight before I start this particular topic, okay, you must do a kind of guess right now why it is, how much time it is taking, how much from where it is going and extracting data and coming and showing on our screen, how much time it is taking. Just to tell you one small story, that wherever you are sitting in the country, right, in the India, you must be in the Bengaluru, you must be in the Mysore, you must be in the Kanyakumari, you must be in the Pune, you must be in the Delhi, anywhere, right, or maybe on the Jammu Kashmir. But when you have to search on Wikipedia, the time that the data, it takes time to travel from your machine. The request goes to the Wikipedia server, and the distance between your machine and Wikipedia server is approximately, if I'm not wrong, that is a 13,000 kilometer. Okay, it goes to that server, gets the data and display on your screen. In between there are different persons are also involved. So usually it is taking you within a second it is giving you the information. But just to give you a small picture about how it works, example, just to understand from this image. Okay, now I'm just giving example of, let's say we are sitting in Bangalore, and in the Bangalore I have opened the web browser and I searched for wikipedia.com. Okay, now maybe I am using a different internet provider, maybe in my mobile phone or in my laptop. In mobile phone, maybe I am using a Jio SIM card, so it is my internet provider is Jio. If I am using in my laptop a internet of Airtel, So my internet provider becomes Airtel during this time. So what happens whenever I search on internet about Wikipedia, it directly doesn't go to the Wikipedia. First is the request goes to my internet service provider, whether it's a Jio or Airtel or Hathway or any kind of internet providers you are connected to. It goes to there. There it checks whether you have got internet plan or not. If you have got internet plans and everything is there, it routes the information to the place where it has to go. So immediately it sends to the exchange point. So from Bangalore, it will go to, example, if I'm using the Airtel, it goes to the Airtel server office, and there the request will be checked that which website a person wanted to go, what is the address of it, in which routes we should send it. All those things, I try to check it out. It's sent to the exchange point. Maybe it is exchange point is in Kolkata or it is in Mumbai. From there, through the route of the sea, deep sea, through the ocean, the data moves in the form of the pipe. The data goes in the pipe. That's a fiber optics cable. It goes inside the cable, and it reaches to USA, Florida, which is approximately 17,500 kilometer. It goes to their server. It goes and find, okay, person is going to wikipedia.com. Can I show him the web page? And the response is coming, yes. There is the information comes back and displays on your computer that, okay, yes, wikipedia.com is coming up on the screen. Now, sometimes what they do is they have got, like example, I'm talking about Wikipedia. They have got a primary server in the US, and they have also set up two data centers, two secondary servers. One is in Amsterdam and one is in Singapore. So nearest location it goes, and they have got a method like whatever data stored in the Florida always have got a copy of data, one copy of data in Singapore and Amsterdam. So it depends upon the exchange point where it tries to, which route it will send your request to go and come back. Okay, but wherever you are going, whichever place you are going, the information comes to you within 200 to 300 millisecond based on your internet. Like average internet speed also you are using, within 200 to 300 milliseconds this data comes back to you. Now 200 or 300 millisecond is less than a second, because in 1 second there is like 1000 milliseconds, and when you talk about 200 300 millisecond, it is amazing things to happen, right? So how it is happening? Because of it moves in the fiber optic cables. That's the reason the speed is almost, we call it the speed of the light. The data travels, and it goes and gets data and come back, and in between there are a lot of different processes takes place. Exchange points are there, hence the delay is like 200 to 300 milliseconds. Okay, but that also is very amazing things to understand, right? So today this is just a glimpse. I am trying to tell you that this is the topic of today's discussion about what is internet, how it works, how it is so important. So you just make a note also about these things, and maybe you can go back and you can do a little bit research about it also, that how internet works, so that you will get more and more clarity on this topic. But ideally it works like this. Now, why this topic is so important from a teacher's perspective? Okay, before teacher, as an individual perspective, it is important to know about, because internet is part of our daily lives, right? Application of internet today is we use for banking purpose, we use for communication purpose, WhatsApp we use social media purpose, we used for communication, the email communication purpose, we used for entertainment purpose, we used for I think almost today our maximum things we do it with the help of internet, right? As an individual person, we know about, for shopping, for entertainment, everything we use internet today, and everything flow and process is the same, that how it is working out. But from teacher's point of view, why it is important? Because today's classrooms are also transforming. Internet is an essential component in every classroom, because we know that the brick and mortar structure of the classroom, must give the way for more learning to happen. Okay, and your students in the classroom, it should not be look like they are the part of the four wall of classroom. They should be part of the 21st century classroom, where any point of time you wanted to connect to the world, you wanted to connect to any author, any scientist, anybody bringing in the classroom, you can do it with the help of internet today, right? So it is definitely going to helpful for you in the hybrid classroom. Any doubt student have, any concept you are explaining, maybe they are not able to understand with the form of a lecture method, immediately you have turned on the internet and you have showed them one video, one 3D animations, everything is available, and on a button click it gives you the information. Now even the YouTube pictures or YouTube video which you watch it is not storing on your local computer, right? It goes via your mobile internet service provider to the nearest data centers, which is Google has set up, where the videos are available. When you click, the video is coming in the form of a small data packets, and you are able to watch it without having the more latency. So one is important reason is the classrooms are transforming. Hence as a teacher, you need to understand about what is internet, so that any point of time you can connect your classroom to internet. You cannot wait for the IT department person to come to you and guide you that okay, why internet is not working. You should know the actual reason for that. Second, and why the internet is slow, right? These two things I think you should get a clarity. Third thing is some students is always asking you when they are using the laptop or device, teachers, my laptop is slow or internet is slow, what could be the reason for that? And that time we don't know much, we don't have much clear answer. So today I think we'll try to explore that answer also. How does Wi-Fi work, right? That questions people will ask, because you are not just a user today, your role has changed, educator. You are the guide today. The students will look after you for every guidance, and the most important thing is it helps you to explain the digital. The concept of internet is linked to many important components which is there in the world. Whether we talk about cyber safety and online security, we talk about digital footprints, we talk about digital citizenship, everything, all the concept of internet depends on this basic concept. So hence it is most important for you as a teacher to understand about internet. Now let's give you the formal definition of internet, because internet does not means Wi-Fi or connection. Let me show you the formal definition of internet. Internet is a global network that connects millions of computers so that they can share the information. Okay, now imagine the first example which I showed you, the Wikipedia. Okay, maybe the Wikipedia company must have got their own server where they have stored plenty amount of information, and they have indexed all the information properly in their server. They must have done it, right? Now that is there on with Wikipedia. You are using your laptop. How can you connect to the computer of Wikipedia? Think about that. It is only can be happening when you both are connected through some network. Okay, some method. It could be wired, it could be wireless, right? Some method we should be connected. Most of the cases are wired connection. I'll tell you about the wired and wireless in a while. But until your computer is connected to the computer of Wikipedia, the server of Wikipedia, you will never be able to get the information what is stored there. Okay, in case sometimes Wikipedia server, they are doing the maintenance activity, they have stopped giving the service or exposure to the public platform. That time when you try to search for Wikipedia website, it will gives you the error, because maybe the server is, the computer of Wikipedia is not connecting that time, right? So every computer is, it looks very strange to hear, but every computer, mobile phones, devices are today interconnected, right? With some permissions, with some kind of configuration, they all are interconnected. We believe it or not. So before we go to the interconnected system, we need to understand first thing is about how these networks are formed. Okay, and we'll go slowly to the next level. You have to go little little backside thinking about your own school. Okay, in your own school, when you first time, like I'm talking about in the era of 2010, 2015, or before 2010, we talk about. Imagine if a computer in a school has got 4 to 5 computers, right? Now 4 to 5 computers are there. Let's say the internet is not available in your campus. Just a computer is available. That's a standalone computer. And on that computer, it is mainly used for printing purpose. Maybe some teacher is writing the question paper and they are printing purpose. Okay. Now the school has invested on the second computer now. Okay. What they told? Okay, one system is dedicated for my printing activity. Let's have the other computer where we should not only do the printing, maybe we can store some data about the student name, student class, student marks, students fees information. And slowly the school has expanded the number of computer in the campus. They have the fee counters, they have things. Now initially what was happening, these all systems are standalone system, and they thought about, okay, if I have to get a data from one computer to another computer, what I used to do is I have to put a pen drive, copy the data, put in other computer and transfer the data in the other computer. This is what is happening, right? But there is a concept of network has come into picture. So concept of network is what? This is the example. When 2 or more computers are just connected, maybe internet is not there. Maybe in your campus, your IT department team has come into picture. They told, okay, instead of using the pen drive in the campus, let me help in connecting the wires. First method is they let me connect the wires in this computer. So what the IT person is doing, IT person has got this kind of wires. Okay, these are called as a special internet wires, which is also called the Ethernet cables and RJ45. Okay, this kind of cables are there, which is main purpose of this cable is the data transfer. Internet is nothing but a data transfer tool. So what happened, these cables, what they have, the IT person has done, he has connected this cable one side in all the school counter. Example, in ground floor 5 machines are there, first floor 2 machines are there, maybe in the basement 2 machines are there. Everything is connected to a cable. Still the campus has not gone on internet, it is just cables are connected. Now cables are connected. How they are connected? Let's say there are 10 computers or 20 computers are there in campus. With the help of switch, this is like network switch we call it, which has got the slots where the other end of this machines will be kept. So what these people are doing is they connect the cable one side into this kind of switch and other side on the computers, and they turn on, right? What will happen, because of that cable, all the systems comes into a common network. Okay, then what happens on the computer, we have a small setting that network discovery should be on. Then what is happening, you don't have to use pen drive. Example, I wanted to share a data from my ground floor to the first floor fee counter. I can just transfer the file on a network drive. You must have, as a teacher, you must have used it, that concept for initially, right? When in the school you have to share the files, a teacher's folder, which we call is, in that folders you go and store the data. How this configuration is done? Because of this kind of inter-network switch, because multiple systems are connected locally. You are not, because that file which we are accessing in the school, you cannot access in your home, because in the school the local folders are shared, right? But later the requirements of the school arises, right? Now school wanted to maintain the data on the maybe the board. Let's say I'm talking about the CBSE board. They wanted to know that give me the students information, give me their how much marks they have scored in the internal test, and we wanted to access it. Now how can you connect to CBSE portal and upload the marks of internal? That's a question mark, right? So in this case, a school is in contact with the internet service providers, whether it's Airtel, Jio. I'll come to this part, right? But I hope you got this picture that through these cables it is connected. That's the one way. Number 2 way is, if the cables are not there, then how can we connect? If cable is not there, this machine is not there, then how we can have the same network? It could be done with the help of wireless network. So there is a special router which is there on this machines. This is how the routers look like. These routers are sharing the wireless signals. It will display that, okay, school internet or school Wi-Fi, your name of the school and Wi-Fi, and you just search the Wi-Fi and you enter the Wi-Fi password and your system gets connected. Okay, maybe internet is not there still, but still with the help of such devices we can connect the multiple device in a form of a internet, in the form of a network that we can form it, right? So this device, suppose it is not there, still you wanted to test it out how this file sharing is happening. Even in your mobile phone, in every smartphone today, whether it's a mobile phone you're using or it's a Android phone or Apple device, you have got an option of mobile hotspot, right? What mobile hotspot is doing, if like many teacher will say, okay, in my home, maybe my family members turn on my hotspot and the other people are connected to my mobile phone and they watch the content online, right? So what is this hotspot? So hotspot is also like this kind of device only, which is the signal comes out from your mobile phone and maybe the 5 computers you can connect from the Wi-Fi. If it is connected through Wi-Fi, then you can easily share the files between this 5 computer, even if the internet is not there, right? And such configuration is always called as a LAN connection. Okay, that's a local area network is been done with the help of wired or wireless. So tomorrow in any situation in your school, suppose in one computer you have got a file, important big file has to be transformed to another computer in the school campus, you can straight away ask for this kind of devices, wired device or wireless device, and you can easily share the data from one system to another system. Okay, even internet is not there, still this transfer will work. And many software today in the which was earlier developed, they all software works on this. Even the banks, when you go to the banks nowadays, the bank systems are become more online system, but they also have got this kind of cabling process. Now if your school has got a headquarter, let's say I'm talking about CBSE is the headquarter, regional office is the headquarter. Now if CBSE headquarter wanted to access your child's information, what happened? They have to share their machines to you, correct? Where you can upload it by sitting on your computer, you can upload it. So what they will do, maybe they can provide a wire connection, which is right from their office. The wire connection should reach to your school and then you can transfer the file. But it is a big risky process because it is a private laid wires, and sometimes the chances are because of road construction and something, the wires can get damaged. But this is also many people are doing it where they wanted to connect more than one office inside a city, okay, in a small space. They wanted the data to be very secure. They do this kind of networking. And ultimately this networking is really helping for them. That's what called as a MAN, that's a metropolitan network. Third kind of network is the WAN, where multiple cities are connected together and you have to use a internet service provider. So I'll tell you how it works. Imagine this is your school. Okay, I'll just show you this diagram to make you understand better. Right, so let's say school has got a ground floor, the school has got a first floor, school has got a second floor. This all systems are connected to a switch, that's the network switch, and network switch is connected to the router. Router is basically for the wireless connection. Now you wanted to share a data to not directly to the dedicated line which is coming from the regional office of CBSE, but maybe some rental companies who provide lease lines. Okay, so we contact the internet service provider. They have already done the networking in the entire local areas. Maybe the city where you stay, they have the dominancy. They must have laid down the wires in every corner of the city. So we contact them that we require the internet connection. What they do is they put one more cable which is connecting your school to their local office, right? And local office is connected to the bigger networks. The one internet service provider is connected to the other city's internet service provider from different city, and likewise there is a big web of wirings which is there in the country. Okay, some internet service providers also have got a wireless internet. So what they do, they have set up next to their office, they set up a tower. In that tower, they through the radio waves they give us the signals. So example, in our mobile phones today, when you search for network, immediately you get a network of Jio or Airtel or Vodafone. So you get the network, right? Network in a sense, the signal. So you get the signal. Signal is coming from where? There should be someone who has set up the tower, and the tower has got certain radius where it can give you the good strength. And then when your mobile phone comes to that strength, you are connected wireless. And ultimately, when you search something on that mobile phone or the device, when you search something like wikipedia.com, it first go to their office through the same signal, and from their office it goes to the different location, and through the sea water, if the server is outside country, it goes and it gets the data and give back the result to you. So it is bit complicated process, but the way it is happening, it's a background. We don't have to worry about all those things today, but we need to understand one thing, that every system in the planet which is there, we call as the internet, they all are interconnected, whether it's a mobile or laptop. Hence the risk of crime rate is also increasing day by day because of this reason. Okay, that's why people are saying the internet is not safe, right? So we'll try to understand and dig down into this concept. Just showing you some images which can give you some idea. Now this is the image which is shared by the Reliance Jio. They have done the cabling process underwater, and they connect the Asia, Africa and Europe. These three they have interconnected through this kind of cables. So what happens, if any data we wanted to access outside country, example, maybe I'm going to the amazon.com or wikipedia.com. Wikipedia.com is somewhere in the US. The server is in US. If we have to get it, the data should go through this route only. You can see the path through this path only, and it will go to the nearest place of US, and from there nearest point of US it will go and it will get inside by their service provider. It will go to their office, gets the data and come back and bring it here in the corner of the country of India, let's say in the Mumbai. And from here there are different internet service provider. So from here what has happened, if let's say in the place of Bangalore, there is a company called ACT. It's very popular company who provides internet, right? There are some companies on Delhi who are providing you the internet, maybe the Hathway or something like that. So what they do is they have got a cabling process here in the city, completely cablings they have done it. So what they do, they also put a cable to the nearest location, maybe in the Andhra Pradesh they have connected to some cables, and from there it connected to the main cables, and then this kind of networking is been done internally to get the data system. Just to show you that how this cables look like, which is underwater. This is how the fiber optic cables are there. Very heavy cables. Inside it, the data transfers in the form of a light. Okay, and very thin wire. Although the structure looks very big, but the wire is like our hairline, and then in that the data transfer, and it is laid down in below the sea level. This kind of investment is done by some big companies, like example Reliance Jio has got money. So what they can do is they have connected India to the different part of the countries also. Not only in Jio, but Bharti Airtel is also lay down their sea connections. Okay, so they are the main people who has got this kind of connection which is set up, right? Now if I go back to this image which is showing you that how this connections has been set up inside the sea, so it is complicated. Now coming to the you will ask, okay, these wires are fine, but in my mobile phone I don't have wire, but still I can turn on the mobile phone and I can watch any video I wanted. There is no C connection, nothing. Yes, there is a connection, because the moment you turn on the mobile phone, suppose you, first thing is you have to, for internet usage, you have to recharge your mobile phone, right? So where you recharge, if you are using a Jio SIM, you will recharge with Jio, right? You will go for the particular pack for 1 month plan or 2 month plan or 3 month plan, right? You will do the first recharge. Once you recharge, then only you can access internet. If you are not recharging and trying to access the internet, it gives the error. How the error is coming? Because your request immediately goes to the service provider office immediately, because of the wireless system is there. It goes immediately to the service provider. It checks, do you have got any existing plan? It reverts back, there is no existing plan, you cannot access the world network, right? And that's it, you cannot access the internet. So what you do is you are recharging. After recharging, again you are sending wikipedia.com. The request is going to the local, example, if I'm near to the Jio office, it goes to the place and find, okay, this person wanted to go to the wikipedia.com. Let me take to the right path. So the Jio office will take me to the right path from this city to another city connection, and through this connection it will take me to the seashore, and from seashore the data will take me to the almost like 17,000 kilometer, take me to the place where the data are stored in Wikipedia, get me the data and show it to me. So that is all about how it works. Okay, whether it's a wired or wireless, it works like this. Even your mobile phone signals, everything works on the base of this entire thing. So that's how it has been work. So now there is a lot of plannings have been done by the government that can they put more on, they can invest more on the satellite internet, where the LAN cables, because there is a lot of loss for government. Even BSNL has gone into a lot of loss because they laid down cable in different part of the country where internet is possible, but due to many construction activities, these wires by accidentally it gets cut in between, and then one state will not get internet, one state will get internet, one part of the country will not get internet. That kind of challenges started coming because of the wired cable system. Hence the concept of satellite internet has come into picture, right? And this is happening in the worldwide. Starlink was the one, then HughesNet was the one, which is already their trial runs is going on in different part of the country, but they provide amazing internet facility for everybody. Okay, now in India also, the Jio who has invested on the cables which is there on different one country to another country, they are linking. Now they are also investing with the partnership of Starlink, and they are putting this, they are put in the Earth orbit, they are put this kind of satellite, and anybody who want to subscribe for it, they subscribe for that kind of internet system, and wherever they are, which all part of the country they are, they will get access to the internet. So slowly internet will be part of the every corner of the country because of the satellite connection system. And this is right now it is in trial run. Maybe some 4 part of the country it is happening: Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Assam. This process is going on where these things can be done, but slowly you will see that within 1 year time, internet can be subscribed not by the local service provider, but also it could be directly by the satellite connection. Okay, and satellite also will work almost the same process. Example, when you go to the satellite, so this is, let's say, your home, right? From the school or home you are using, and you have subscribed for the internet's model of satellite. Wherever you are traveling in a forest, you connected to the satellite. So what happened? You send a request that I wanted to go to wikipedia.com. Now satellite is also not a government thing. It is a private company who has hosted it, right? Let's say the Jio has hosted it. So Jio must be having their central office somewhere in Mumbai, who is controlling this satellite. This will check whether this person has got a right subscription or not. If they have got a right subscription, the request will be entertained, and if they have got a right subscription, the data will again travel by the wire from one country to another country, because satellite will also have got a range limit. Maybe the 3 to 4 satellites they are going to put it, right? But this kind of development is happening in terms of internet side. Okay, so I hope you are getting a little bit clear about how it is happening. So I hope you have got ISP. When I am saying it's an internet service provider, from ISP it comes to the modem. Modem is nothing, it is just transform the signal from analog to digital, and from router, from Wi-Fi, it connects to your device, and then from your home, house, you get the internet, right? So role of a teacher today is definitely, when you are in a classroom, you should know how to use internet, how to connect internet on the device. You have a Wi-Fi option, you have got a mobile hotspot. Example, something don't work, you can immediately turn on the mobile hotspot and you can make it work. Even today in the classroom, when you have got a flat panel display, Windows device, that also has got a flat panel. Okay, that also has got a internet internet modem inbuilt into it, which also generates like a router. Okay, so I'll tell you one instance which was happened. I've been to one of the school where there was, in a one classroom, through the LAN cable, the connection was given to one of the monitor, and we were struggling because it was there in one of the monitor, and there are group of 8 teachers were sitting there, and they all wanted to connect to the internet, but due to some security policy, the IT person don't want to share the school Wi-Fi password. So what happened, they all wanted internet, because of some kind of restriction and jammer, they are not able to use the mobile hotspot. So what they did is, in the computer itself, they have enabled the option of Windows 10 called mobile hotspot, which is inbuilt into the Windows 10. They enabled it, so Wi-Fi was there in the classroom and the devices could connect. There is a password which could be generated and this could be done. So that part is been done, so that way it is really helpful. So this is one thing which is going to help you out. Number 2 reason is, sometimes when you feel that internet is not working, what could be the reason? When you think now at this point of thing, why internet is not working, what could be the reason? One reason could be maybe the server itself is not working. Server means, if I am connected to wikipedia.com, maybe the Wikipedia has got some problem. It will give me the error message, the server is under maintenance, right? That is server issue. But if shows like, okay, there is some kind of internet connection interrupted and it is not connecting, the problem is with your internet service provider. So maybe they have got some technical issues. Their wires must have been cut somewhere because of weather issues. So if we switch the internet to the different service provider, it will work out. Right. So these are the things which is there, which we need to understand, and we can always do it. And sometimes in our normal computer, our laptop, we are not able to connect to the internet. So yesterday I showed you the option, the troubleshooter, where the internet is there. What it does is, it goes and reset your laptop adapter, and it will try to reconnect to the internet. Sometimes there is, because of the hardware glitches also, you are not able to connect to the internet, your own laptop issue. So that could be resolved by yourself by going to the troubleshooter. If it is a problem of the internet service provider, we have to wait, or immediately we have to turn on our hotspot, where we are in the Geo, and maybe the school has taken the connection from BSNL, they have some problem. We can open the hotspot and we can conduct the class. So as a role of educator, we should be very smart catalyst in terms of how we can use internet. But in our upcoming session, we are talk about how to be very secure internet, because internet is a good thing that we can connect any part of the country, anywhere in the world, and get the information. But again, it's a big risk, because all systems are connected. The hackers can come and steal our information also. So how to save online, it is all talk of next chapter. And like, you can also assist the educators, you can also be a troubleshooter. That's the role of your teacher, right? To manage the classroom, to manage the students who are having the devices, and to manage the system. So it is no longer only the activity or only the work of a IT department, right? You can also guide the students the kind of possibility which you have understood in today's session. Internet is something, there are a lot of technicalities are there. People are doing some kind of networking courses. That means how to set up a network. Network engineers are the courses. Network security specialists are the courses. there are different job profiles are there. Very high end paying job profiles are available with some certification. Example, CCNA is the network certification. If students, when in their topic today in the classroom, when we are teaching them what is internet, just simply teaching about internet, if we explain them about the kind of possibility after this satellite internet will come into picture, many jobs will be coming up in this field. But skills is something which they require. Hence, if right from this stage, if we encourage them to do some kind of courses of CCNA networking, or how network works, what is router, what is modem, if they go through this entire thing, 100% they will have a very good career in the field of networking or in the field of internet, right? And what you should reflect today, you should write 3 questions on your notebook. First thing is, what did I learn about the internet that I never thought before? Okay, you must mention in your journal. How will I explain it better to my students? What's one thing I will try to troubleshoot myself next time? Write these 3 questions. Write the answer, whatever you wanted to write it here. But that will be a true learning for you to understand what is internet. So next time whenever you search anything, I think you will start thinking in a different way, right? And that is the topic of today. Why we are doing all these things is because of the future of the country. That's students. We are still uncertain about the kind of jobs which is going to come in by 2030 when they pass out. Hence, these all concepts should be knowing by every citizen of the country, and they should know how internet works and how they should be careful with the internet, right? And what are the career possibilities are there. So tomorrow there is a connected topic. Tomorrow we are going to understand about what is cyber security, how to be safe online. Today we discussed about internet. Now internet comes with a lot of problems. So how can we safeguard ourselves? What is our rights? That we are going to discuss tomorrow. So with that, teachers, I'll stop now. Thank you so much for joining. We'll meet up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Thank you.